All right, I'm back. I don't know what the hell happened. All I know is this little thing at the bottom down by the comment box kept appearing. And when I was trying to post something in the chat, can y'all hear me just fine? Give me a yay or nay or what? Well, I clicked on that sucker and all of a sudden my live was gone. Can y'all hear me? Yay, nay? All right. Thank you, Troll Shovel. Now, what did you guys miss? Did you miss me reading the judge's order on the denial on the disqualification? I sure in the hell don't feel like reading it again. I can tell you that right now. Damn it, I lost all my people. And I know Frosty's going on at 10, so we'll cut this off in about 20 or 25 minutes. Sorry, guys. I have to hit this now after that. I'm sitting there talking to you guys and didn't even know that live had ended. Oops. Sorry about that. Now, how many of you guys got a chance to read that disqualification denial? So I don't have to go back through it again. Oh, I'm good. I'm good, Miranda. Just waiting to see who all comes back. Who all, like I said, who all got to read the denial on the disqualification prior to me going live? Because I just read that whole damn thing and didn't even realize that live had ended, and I don't sure in hell don't feel like going back through it. We could discuss whatever you guys want to discuss out of it, but I will give you my opinion. It's a kind of, or hold on, you know what? Give me a second. I got to put somebody back up on the screen so they're listening too. They got to be right here with us, guys. Hate when it does that. All right. Share screen. Let's bring these young ladies back up here with us. There we go. There we go. There they are. So, after reading that thing, and the judge basically handed it to him, telling them, look, you guys didn't bring no case law. Everything that you guys complained about that I didn't do, or the court didn't do, she went back through each one of them and proved that she ruled or whatever she had to do with each thing that they presented to the court. And then I sat and talked to family about this today, about the order, and the question was brought up, well, what if they bring it back to the Supreme Court? And I said, first of all, they can't. If you recall, when the Supreme Court got the first disqualification, they filed another order explaining to the defense and all their gurus that were filing all these motions for them that you guys did not follow the proper protocol when it came to following this. But in sense, went ahead and took on the motion, the filing that they filed with the Supreme Court, and they ruled on it. But they also implicated from now on, you have to go through the appellate court before anything else. Yes, it was a win today. It looks like the case could move forward, but I'm not going to be super optimistic about it, guys, because of the shenanigans the defense has done in the past. We've been through this before with the first disqualification, and what did they do? They turned around and filed with the Supreme Court. And another thing that really makes me think this could possibly be happening is because if you guys just recall here the last month or so, They filed a motion, a precipice, to get the transcripts from the last hearing. Now, why would they do that? Because they want to find anything they can that might benefit them in those hearings that might make her look bad to present to the appellate court. Just my opinion, guys. You take it the way you want to. I'm just being cautiously optimistic right now because of the situation we've been through before with these guys. And that's what I had to explain to the family today. I said, yes, it's a win, but you got to be cautiously. Yeah, my fixating on, oh, there's my friend. Haven't seen her in a while. What's going on, GP? Man, you telling me I ain't got no damn moderators in here? Are you shitting me? Nope. I sure don't. Looks like I'm on my own, guys. Well, witchcraft, I mean, there's one. Witchcraft, I mean, and then you're really putting delay on the case. You've got to think of it from the court side of it. If you get rid of them, then you're going to have to bring in another one or two to take over the case, and then they're going to have to basically start from scratch. And that's not a good thing. So a lot of us didn't want her to get rid of them just because of that fact. I understand the emotions and the thought process of everything they've done over the last 2 years. You know, I get it. I totally get it. But a lot of us have been covering this case for a few years now, and we're just like the family. We want to get it done and over with. Even though it might bring a little closure to the families, but it's never going to be the same for them, no matter what. Give me a second. Who's messaging me? Okay. Mr. Coach Kev. Who's Don Wade? Yeah, Don Wade, she did. She lit into him and told him, said, look, everything you threw at me for this disqualification, I went back to every one of them, and I have dates and court filings and emails and everything. So they were trying to bully her again to try to make it look like she wasn't doing nothing for them when she basically was. She didn't have to give them to withdraw the speedy trial. She didn't have to do that at all. And once again, I would have to say you would have to pat Nick McClelland for that because of the things that took place in that last hearing in Allen County. And she basically asked him how long it would take him to cover his side of the case. And he flat out was being honest. He said, I can't give you an hour, day, week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. He said, I can't answer that, Judge. So that basically convinced the judge to go ahead and pull the speedy trial and schedule the regular trial. And then once again, like I said, I just feel like this defense team, if they go ahead and file something with the appellate court, it's just another delay in the damn, possibly pushing out the trial date again, and which would cause the state to give him or the court Richard Allen a bond hearing. And we're all, and even the families, and I'm sure everybody's thinking the same thing. We're wanting to avoid this, but you guys got to be prepared for anything from this defense team. They're doing everything possible. And I don't believe they're actually defending Richard Allen. Honestly, I don't. And like I said before I realized my life had ended, I don't know how it happened, that it's all about them. It's all about them. And you see that, you know, they weren't turning in, if they were turning in invoices without explanation, documentation, or anything, that's why she's been denying them the funds that they need. You know, they're trying to be sneaky and dirty. Oh, GP, the judge ruled today she denied their motion to disqualify her. So I read it, but didn't even realize that my live had ended. I guess AI got me from what I saw at the bottom of the screen. You know, and I'm explaining the things that went on in this disqualification. And then I also went over the fact that the media, I mean, she addressed that too. And I honestly don't blame her. And yes, I do want transparency, just like everybody else, But when the media outlet disregarded or didn't follow protocol to her decorum for cameras to be in the courtroom, I'd be embarrassed. Honestly, I would. So I see where she's coming from on her side as far as the court's concerned, and I also see it from our side as far as the YouTube community is concerned. It's a no-win situation. So, I think that's a done deal. And I think she's made it very clear. And yes, Carroll County, I believe, holds a less 30 seats less, I believe it is, than Allen County. So there's a significant size in the courtroom, no doubt. I'm reading those comments. Thank you, Gail Hurd. Much appreciated. Jinx is not in here. She would like that too. As you all know, Gail Hurd took it upon herself to, when we go on these walks and we have to attend things where we have to do some walking for them, she was kind enough to buy me, Jinx, a walking stick like Randy carries when he goes to the walks. It's greatly appreciated, Gail Hurd. Bruce, she's just going to let them bury themselves in trial or whatever's going to happen. That's the way a lot of us are seeing it right now. They're just digging themselves a hole even more and more and more. Hold on. They're supposed to be in Delphi. Yes. They're supposed to be in Delphi. The only thing that's taking place in Allen County is jury selection. Yes, Gail, that's how I feel about it. They're just hurting him more and more and more. Let's see, Mary's back. Coach Kev, what's going on, brother? He's at bar in Pittsburgh. Yeah, Jason Alteen's bar in Pittsburgh. Yeah, I get it, witchcraft. I was present when all that disrespecting what happened in the courtroom. I was there, I mean, I was surprised that she didn't sanction him or something, but I think that if she would have done that, it would have made her more biased. You know what I'm saying? And I think she was trying to avoid that. Correct. Defense is just doing what you do when there's a strong case via your client. Delay. Exactly right, SP 74. And and that's another reason why I've explained this many times, and I shouldn't have to anymore. Why I don't do a whole lot of lives, because I'm not going to keep going back over 7 years worth of information when a lot of us know what it is already. I'm not going to be repetitive. I'll go live when it's absolutely necessary with documents that's important, like the ones that came out today. It shows where the judge's mind is at and where we're going with this case. And like I said, I'm being cautiously optimistic with it right now because of the funny shit the defense has done in the past. I mean, think about it. I'll say it again, the last disqualification they filed. What happened there? So you got to expect them to possibly go to the appellate court. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, guys. You got to expect it. If it doesn't happen, good. It means this case can move along. No, I'm not frozen. Are you frozen? You must be frozen, GP. Guys are awful quiet. Any questions out there? Because I know that Frosty goes live here in about 20 minutes, and I guess everybody's jumping over there after it. I'm sorry what happened, guys. I didn't mean for that to happen. There it is. Frosty's still in here. I see him up at the top, but I know he's prepping for his live too. But another thing is I will be attending with Rescue All Dogs tomorrow for Mitch Westerman. And if anything juicy comes out of that, I will do a live. But if there's nothing that's really important, I'll just probably do a little video or something. That might be it for that. Yeah, I know, Ruckus. I didn't even realize it either, guy. Didn't even realize it. That damn button down there, I was trying to get rid. Every time I clicked on it, and all of a sudden I looked up and my live was gone. I was like, what the hell? It was GP. She was frozen. So, yeah, I've been hearing some funny stuff, man. I mean, I don't like talking about other creators and everything, but it seems like some of these creators that are on the bad side of our side, some of them are starting to switch over a little bit. I'm glad to see that. You know, there's a little common sense here on what's going on with this case, and I mean, I'm starting to hear some people talking about that Richard Allen is guilty. Exactly right. Let me get that up here. There you go. There we go. This is all that matters to me is the justice for these ladies. I don't try not to partake in none of that garbage with those other channels, but I will speak my mind privately with friends in the Discord and stuff like that, you know. But I'm not going to sit here and blast them and put them on blast or whatever you want to call it here on my live show to where they've got some fuel to try to come back at me, and I just don't play that shit. You know, you guys want to burn yourself, you do that. That's on you. So what's going on out there, Meisters? Anything else new going on? Anybody watching the Karen Reed trial? Trying to get y'all to chat in here. Y'all being awful quiet. I'm watching the chat, guys. Guilty, guilty, guilty is what Mary says. You know, from what I've seen so far, I think there's a pretty strong case. Just my opinion, but I'm not going to go all the way and say he's guilty. I can't say that. I mean, if you watched Susan Hendricks on Kristen's show the other night, she said it perfectly. I want to see everything that they've got to make my final decision before the jury gets to the jury deliberations. I'm just looking for one or two pieces of evidence that puts them straight there, and that's all I need. How about you guys? How do you feel? All right, we got Gail Hurd. Always GP, no matter what. That's why I've got their picture up here today with the thing on the front of it, you know. A lot of these creators have gotten away from that. They use the Delphi as their way of getting alive, but they really don't discuss it. They go after other creators and talk shit. It's been hairy. There was a mill people out of power last week, Tuesday. It took till Saturday to get them all back up. So, huh. Must have been a storm. I get that also, but there's art defending him. I agree. I totally agree. You know, they're just trying to get to the judge because he's pissed them off. Too bad someone can't interview RA at the prison and get RA's opinion on his attorneys. Well, I don't think he would talk if there was a gag order or not. Honestly, I don't. You're in the Philippines, Bruce? Good gracious, brother. Getting married on Saturday. Well, congratulations, brother. Honestly, I don't watch anything on Caleb. A lot of it I've been trying to keep an eye on this, and I've been helping Miss Deb's True Crime Notebook a little bit here in the last few days, making some calls with her and regarding a case, trying to do something with that, and some things that were talked about this past weekend. I took an interest in and started making some calls on that, which I really can't divulge or discuss at this point in time until I get further information. That's all I've been doing, and that's about it. Yeah, that trial right there, Wanda. I mean, it's just as bad as this one, this case. That's what I'm saying. You know, I've got I'm about 90%, 85, 90% positive he's probably guilty, but I'm not going all the way in and saying 100 because you never know what's going to happen in front of a jury. Like I said, I want to see the state's case and present it and see what evidence they have, and that's all I need to see. Yeah, Mary, he is making himself look guilty. There's no doubt about that. Exactly, 100. So tired of the rabbit holes that a lot of other creators have swollen and spattered all over the internet. Exactly, you know. I try not to. 99% of the most of the time, I do not partake in all that crap. They try to bait me into that crap, and I won't fall for it. You know, I'll say my piece in the Discord with close subscribers and creators and stuff where I know it's not going anywhere. You know, where they got fuel to come back at us. We just speak our mind there and leave it there. Honestly, they are wasting taxpayers' money and being disrespectful to Libby and Abby and their families. Now, much more to do these people have to go through. Good point. And believe me, I've had several discussions with family members in regards to that, and I've had to try to calm them down a little bit and explain to them, hey, you've got to understand, this is the defense's way of doing their work. They're doing a good job. They're not trying to piss you off. You know, they're just doing their job. You know, Bruce, you're right. There's a lot of things that make him look guilty, but I want to see the direct evidence. Direct. I mean, the bullet science, I would like to see that, how they determine all that. I want to see the debate in that in court. You know, I want to see the digital. I want to hear about the digital. I want to hear the confessions. You know, I want to know what they found at the house and in the search warrant that ties or links them directly to the scene of the case. You know, I want to see all that stuff so I could be 100% sure what I'm seeing is correct. I don't want to hear none of this shit out here. Yeah, it all sounds good and dandy, but is it all going to hold up in court? Is the whole point. Like everybody should know, the defense doesn't have to prove anything. Everything's on the state. The burden of proof is on the state, guys. You got to remember that. And from what I've seen so far, I'm not saying as far as what's been presented out in the community as far as evidence or anything like that, but for being somebody who's witnessed Nick McClelland in action, he's got a pretty good mouthpiece, guys. So I've got confidence that he'll get this done, and we can all say, thank goodness it's over, and praise the families and, you know, stuff like that. But until then, we can't do anything until we get this thing in court. it's hard for me to follow a whole lot of other cases due to the fact is it's basically myself, and I have devoted my time and efforts for the last 3 years on this Delphi case, and I am not going to stop anything from me working this case. Another case can do that, so I prefer just to follow other cases and get an idea what's going on them. But this case is the most important case to me right now. Until it's done and over, I will not fully cover another case. But we're going to be getting out of here in the next couple minutes, guys, because I know Frosty's got a show here in about 10 minutes, and we try not to step on each other's toes. And I appreciate everybody coming back out here like y'all did. Like I said, I apologize. I don't know what the hell happened on that last live, but I picked it right back up as soon as I figured out, and Rescue was letting me know, hey, and somebody else was letting me know. So I picked it up and got right back on here, and I appreciate the rest of you who came back out again. But I'm going to go ahead and end this for the night so we can get over there to Frosty's chat. But you know what time it is, guys? Peace out. One love. Love you guys. Thank you, all your mods and everybody for hanging out and everybody who supported the channel tonight. Good night.